You for being here. This is a meditation on neurogenesis. This is a process by which the brain grows new neurons and strengthens the connections between them. So please make a comfortable seat, whatever that is for you. And I need to straighten my legs because my legs don't feel like crossing right now. So settle into whatever position. Remember, you don't have to be seated. You could lie down and do this. But if you are choosing to sit, try as best as possible maybe to have an upright spine, to relax your arms and hands anywhere, any position in your lap. And then maybe closing the eyes. Now, the reason why some people might be uncomfortable closing their eyes is if they're not feeling safe. Because our nervous system, when it's dysregulated, it's like checking, okay, where am I? Is this a safe space? But, the more comfortable you get with your practice, and especially, again, like I mentioned, if you come to the same space again and again, your nervous system remembers that, okay? So only if it feels okay for you, you can close your eyes and allow your attention to go inside. And noticing your breath. Let's actually take 3 deep breaths together. Good. Allowing the breath to find its natural rhythm. Letting it flow naturally. With each inhale, imagine bringing in calm. And with each exhale, releasing tension, stress, or worry. Just let it go. Watching the breath. The breath as the anchor. This is called concentration. We're concentrating the mind. And this is a skill that we can practice and cultivate to help keep the mind more one pointed focus. Otherwise, sometimes this unruly monkey mind we have wants to jump all over the place. And so don't be alarmed if that happens, it's natural. But to the best of your ability, just keep returning back to the breath. And let the breath be whatever it needs to be. Sometimes it can get very quiet in meditation. Other times we might naturally, we apparently do this, these little sighs, so just let them be natural. If the yawns come, let them be natural. You can watch the breath anywhere. Maybe you feel it in the nasal passages or moving into the lungs, watching the rib cage. Noticing the breath in your belly. So you're not literally, of course, breathing into the belly, but as you inhale, Your diaphragm muscle lowers down and presses on the abdomen. And so therefore the abdomen pushes out. And just noticing the mechanics of breath. So at the same time you're concentrating your mind on the breath, you're also being aware of your body. So this is what we call soma, somatic. It's a somatic practice because we're tuning in. Soma is all of you, not just the breath, but the breath, the body as well as your thoughts, your emotions, all of you. And bring your awareness to the brain that's inside your head. Now, we also have this beautiful somatic brain that is our second brain, part of our gut, which isn't just in your kind of abdomen, stomach, gut area. Your gut starts at the mouth and it ends at the rectum. So that's your gut. So it has nerve endings that go through almost every organ in the body. Okay, but for now, let's focus on the brain in the head and imagine the kind of the mid part of your brain, the area that is called the hippocampus. It supports memory and learning. And then just above it is a part of the brain called the amygdala. And this is the part which responds to fear and emotional stress. It's important because if we're in danger, we need the amygdala to send messages, to release cortisol, and to allow yourself to protect yourself in that moment. It could be fight, flight, freeze, and all the things that we would do to protect ourselves. And research shows that chronic stress can affect the hippocampus. So if we're dysregulated in our nervous system, the amygdala is chronically turning on and releasing too much cortisol. This actually affects our memory. We actually forget things. We block things. And of course, because at the time that we're in that stress, all we're thinking about is saving our life, protection, survival. So the brain isn't like, oh, let's store these memories here and there. Oh, let's go, write in our gratitude journal. No, that's not going to happen when you're dysregulated. Okay, so practices like meditation and yoga or any somatic work that you do that helps calm is going to help quiet the amygdala, and it's going to turn on the hippocampus so it can work functionally, restoring memory and learning. We will learn, we can absorb information more easily, and we can rewire the brain. And there's a part of this, and growing new brain cells is known as neurogenesis. It's the process by which the brain grows new neurons and strengthens connections between them. So again, just noticing your breath, aware of the body that breathes. By the way, automatically it does this. And this practice of concentrating the mind, learning to hold space and the capacity to be still, supports the hippocampus in its processes of memory and learning. It quiets the amygdala. So at this moment now, just even being aware of thoughts, just notice them as they come without trying to push them away. We want to observe thoughts without judgment. Okay, and this is what mindfulness is described as: paying attention on purpose without judgment. So we're paying attention to the thoughts without judging them. And actually, by the way, our thoughts quite often can be judgmental as well. So you want to be not judgmental of your judgmental thoughts. This is also a skill that we practice, we cultivate, and this turns on your prefrontal cortex, right behind your forehead. It's the part of the brain that helps regulate emotions and manage stress. When the prefrontal cortex is active, it calms the amygdala, reducing the release of the stress hormone, cortisol. Lower cortisol supports the hippocampus, allowing it to form and strengthen neural connections more effectively. So isn't this amazing? All these parts of you, your brain, supporting your well-being. And this balance between the prefrontal cortex, amygdala, and hippocampus not only reduces stress, but also creates ideal condition for neurogenesis, helping your brain grow new neurons, strengthening existing connections, and adapt more resiliently over time. Aware of the breath, the body, the thoughts. And just knowing that mind-body is not separate. It is connected somatically. And so when we do any form of mindfulness or somatic practice that connects us to our breath, our body, to ourselves, this helps us shift from sympathetic nervous state to the parasympathetic calming state. This is responsible for your rest and digest state. It reduces your heart rate, it lowers blood pressure, it decreases cortisol levels. And so you just get on this good cycle. So just having this appreciation, even awe of your miraculous mind, body, The yogis even speak of three brains. You have the brain in your head, you have the brain in your body, the gut, the second brain, the gut instinct, the microbiome, and then there's also a brain in your heart. So we may go to the gym to exercise our body and build strength, but guess what? We just sit still. And this is like exercise for the brain. It doesn't look like we're doing anything, but we're doing so much goodness. And as you bring your hands together now in front of your third brain, the heart brain, and open up the three middle fingers, peering into the diamond light. Om Mani Padme Hum, may the jewel within the lotus be realized, sealing the palms. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. So may there be peace, and peace in, may you have a peaceful breath, and may this bring peace in your body, peace in your brain, peace in your mind, peace in your heart. And I thank you so much for meditating with me, honoring the light within you. Namaste.